All right, now that we have gotten to this step, we've washed our hands, washed our area, we've read through the directions or the recipe, we have all of our things in place, we have everything out and ready to go. Now we can start to follow the directions, okay? So let me get the directions here, or the recipe on the box. The recipe says, heat oven to 350 degrees for shiny metal pan. I'm not using one of those. Or 325 degrees for a dark non-stick or glass pan. I'm using a glass pan, so I'll use that. See, heat the oven to 325 degrees. I have already done that, and the oven has just reached the level of 325 degrees. So you do have to turn the oven on and wait a little bit for it to warm up. But my oven is warmed up and ready to go. Okay, so the next thing says, stir the brownie. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I skipped a direction. It says grease or use cooking spray on the bottom of the pan. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that really quick. Let me just grease the bottom of my pan. I have a little bit of grease here, and I'm just going to pour a little bit in the pan. And then I'm going to move it around to make sure it's all over. Need a little bit more. There we go. And just move it all over the pan to make sure that the brownies don't stick. So we don't want brownies to stick. That would not be good. Now, the oil or the grease, whatever one you're using for your bottom of your pan, sometimes can be icky. It's not something you want to put your hands in, obviously. And we don't want to touch the food if we don't have to anyway. So one thing you can do is put a little bit in and roll the pan around. That's what I'm doing here. So you can see I'm rolling the pan around very slowly and very carefully so that the oil can cover every corner and the whole bottom and some of the sides, okay? All right, I have that done. Let's see what the directions say to do next. Stir the brownie mix. Oh, we have to start with the first ingredient, brownie mix. Here we go. I have the brownie mix in a bowl for you. Water. Stir the brownie mix and water. Okay. My egg almost rolled away. So here's my brownie mix and my water. Pour that in there. Stir the brownie mix, the water, the vegetable oil. Oh, okay. It says 1/4 vegetable oil. So I have a 1/4 cup here. Okay? 1/4 cup here. I wanted to make sure. It says it here on the handle, but I don't think you guys are going to be able to see that. Okay, so very carefully, and if you haven't done this much, you might want to do it over the sink, okay? Very carefully, I am going to fill up my measuring cup that says 1/4. If you did not have one of these kinds of measuring cups, bear with me 1 second and I'll show you what to do. 1 second. Oh no. Okay. Pay no attention to all the stuff on my fridge, sorry. I don't have a regular measuring cup clean, but sometimes they have lots of measurements on them. They say 1 cup, 2 cups. It's got 1/4 cups in there. So what you want is 1/4 of a cup, or 1/4. Okay, 1/4. So let's see. It says to stir the brownie mix, and I have that. The water, I have that. The vegetable oil, I have that, and the egg in a medium bowl. Oh, okay, so I need an egg. Here's my egg. If you've never cracked an egg before, I'm going to show you how, okay? How am I going to do this? How can I do this so you guys can see? All right, I'm going to move the camera real quick. All right, you should be able to see the bowl really well. And I'm going to show you the egg. See, here's my egg. And I'm just going to tap it gently on the side of the bowl. And did you hear that sound? The sound of it changed when it got a little crack in it. Okay? It's got a little crack in it. So now I'm going to take both hands. hold it very close to the bowl, and I'm going to gently pull it apart. And you can see the egg slides right out. Okay? Okay, so what I just did was I cracked an egg and I put it in my bowl, but that means I now have a little bit of egg on my hands. It is not safe to have raw eggs on your hands, so I am going to pause and go wash my hands. If you get eggs or raw meat or anything like that on your hands, you must wash them again. It's not safe, okay? All right, let me go ahead and pause, and I am going to go wash my hands, and when you come back, I will have stirred everything up.